Well, hello and welcome to today's free trading video and market analysis. I'm your host, Kenny, Senior Research Analyst with the MiniAnalyst.com. The first thing we're going to look at here is a chart of the market. This is the Mini S&P 500 futures contract, front month in nature, looking at the last print of 1177 even, we'll call it, on this Friday, the 22nd day of October 2010. Kind of an interesting session today as we're seeing some pretty bullish indications if we look at our proprietary indicators. These are our intraday dynamics. We're looking at green means obviously buy, red is bearish for sell. So obviously we've got bullish, 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 really an overwhelming bullish indication, bullish bias on the market, and we're actually above the trend. So although the market is really struggling with the 1180 level in the futures on the E-mini S&P, the bulls continue to maintain total influence on the market, and we'll just X out of that and go back to that. Sorry for that, but nevertheless, as you can see, the bulls remain in total control of the market on the intraday bias. So free S&P trade for informational purposes today would be buy here at the market 1177.50. Go ahead and target 1184. We expect to maybe even move higher, but the bulls are certainly in control of the session, so buy at 1177.50 would be the free ES trade for informational purposes only. But we are seeing some divergences a little bit. We did slide pretty ominously into the bearish category yesterday. As you saw on Thursday, we had just the breakout that just couldn't hold, and we broke back below the trend. Nice little bounce there, just knifed right through it, came back. Beautiful selling opportunity, as you can see right there. Bearish, 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 bearish was all the case, and certainly the follow-through move. The bulls were able to reclaim the move, so we're now currently right around the fib retracement, particularly in the mini Russell, which would suggest a selling opportunity. We'll actually go ahead and switch over to that to see where that is. This is interesting. Wanted to point out the Dow is. I mean, you can really see the resistance that we're seeing. The failed breakout attempt yesterday, right there above 11,100, and resistance, 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 resistance. Failed breakout attempt back below, another resistance. So 11,100, really strong resistance in the. And you see the certain divergences here. Look at the beautiful divergence yesterday. A brand new high right here in the master index showing a certainly negative divergence to the downside. And what do you get? Of course, the market moves to the downside. This is actually the gem system. We're going to go ahead and minimize that. Got a lot of cover today. Looking at the VIX equity call ratio strategy, it just keeps going short. But the complacency, again, of course, this system can be a bit early as trends can continue even with complacency, and that's what we're seeing here. But from a price technical perspective, certainly 1180, aforementioned, is strong resistance. What's interesting is we're actually getting some fear pops in the equity call value ratio. So it's kind of interesting. We're getting some fear pops as we're at new highs. Certainly, we got the fear pops yesterday based on the sell-off, but nevertheless, it is interesting from a daily perspective, suggesting that the market could certainly have higher prices to come. And of course, you see the VIX just bounce around 19, showing relative complacency. From an official market timing perspective, we are still neutral, having missed. Rarely do we ever miss such trades, but having stayed on the sidelines, given the ever-present range that we'd seen right here. Unfortunately, we did mention going into this that this was a beautiful inverted head and shoulders formation, suggesting the market was very likely to go higher. Just didn't pull the trigger on the trade, just waiting for a pullback, really just marching along the short-term trend. As you can see right here, 1180 in the S&P cash market, and above this swing high, and certainly looking to retest the old highs around 1200 to 1225 in the market in the S&P cash. Nevertheless, the momentum remains bullish. The directional movement remains bullish. The trend is bullish. The price technicals are bullish. So really, you have a bullish case, but we have, of course, to mention that it's unofficial, as we didn't pull the trigger on the trade. Nevertheless, have made probably around 600 points over the last 16 months. We'll call it 24 months, 600 S&P points on our calls. Unfortunately, we did miss this one and just waiting for a pullback to get back in on the long side, or perhaps even a shorting opportunity around 1200 to 1225, a bearish opportunity around 1200, 1225. But right now, unofficially bullish on the market, but officially neutral on the market. Let's see if we have anything else to look at here. Nope. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and look over and see how we've done. Well, it's been pretty impressive. A few of our portfolios have been very impressive. We're always talking about the MSAUDT. Certainly has been an astounding outperformer on a relative basis, but the MSQ Trader portfolio actually nabbed on Strategy Exchange, SR's real-time strategy tracking site. They tracked 582 portfolios internationally, of course, worldwide, and on their site. And we, of course, our QTrader portfolio, we had a few portfolios that were there from way back in 2004 or 5 or whenever it was. Never really updated their portfolios. Those portfolios, again, we developed probably 2 to 4 new methods each year, so we're in constant development. We have probably over 50 trading models, and they each work with one another in various forms to create portfolios. Well, the QTrader was a portfolio that we put on there. Our most recent addition, our only addition in the last 5 years to their portfolio or to their website, and of course, quickly over the last I don't know, 12 months or so. I can't really make that out. Looks like 2009. So about the last 2 months or so has done quite well. As you can see, a 353% return. Actually, it's been more than 12 months. We'll call it 18 months. So 220% annualized return, 353% actual return for the QTrader portfolio. Now, this is comprised of some of our best performing trading models. We essentially created this portfolio based on the best performing trading models that we have. It's basically along the same lines as the MSAUDT, although it trades different models. Is the same concept as, of course, the Ultimate S portfolios and the Ultimate DT portfolios that we've mentioned in these videos. Nevertheless, as you can see, out of 582 portfolios, we are actually number 1 in terms of September. So we're number 1 with a 40% return just in September alone. $4,000, trades 4 lots, this portfolio, I believe, QTrader. It's a $10,000 portfolio, and 40% return was the case. 128% for the 3 months ending September 30th was the case. 128% return, $12,820 on a max drawdown of just 34%, so just a third. So really an ideal portfolio. The QTrader right there, and also on another tracking site we have that we use. We run our master portfolio. Now this trades 2 lots, generally speaking. As you can see, the portfolio is made. The portfolio is $1,200 on this partner site. It's made over $10,000. Now this you can just trade with, since it's just 2 lots, you can just trade with $5,000. So as you can see, a 200% return just over the last 90 days or so. 90-day return of 1,000% on margin. And that, of course, is $1,200 on the partner site that tracks it real time. There you see 210% return on the $5,000 account. But you can certainly get it here and trade it here for just $1,000 for 3 months. But here's what's interesting. So $1,000 for 3 months per quarter for the master. QTrader, you can trade for just $1,200 for 3 months. And here's what's interesting. If you're watching this video, if you follow our videos, you can save a little bit of money. So you just go ahead and enter promo code video on either of these portfolios. Let's say you want to do the master portfolio, and enter promo code video. We'll get that out of there, and you're going to save a heck of a lot of money. 40% is what you're going to save. So enter promo code video, you're going to save 40% on pretty much all of our portfolios. Now, it's of course an inside promotion, so if you have any questions, it's for a very limited time. If you have any questions, go to the website, chat with the support team live, or shoot us an email to admin@MiniAnalyst.com. That also qualifies for the MSAUDT portfolios. 40% is the savings. You can also still do the yearly and get the commission savings as well. Enter promo code YEARSUB, YEARSUB, and we will see you next time.